The opinions expressed by the host and guest on this program are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
It's time. It's time for
coffee time.
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 And here is your coffee time crew.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee Time with Blind United. Today in the crew, we got Miss Brittany. Good morning, Brett.
Good morning.
And my brother Pedro.
Good morning, guys. Happy Taco Tuesday. Have some tacos before you have the gobble gobble later on this week.
Well, I had my tacos on Sunday night, so.
hey, you're breaking the law, Ed Davis. You're breaking the law there.
Well, there won't be no tacos tonight. I know that. But anyway, as you guys know, we don't have any interest groups for the remainder of the year, really. So ain't nothing to tell you about other than what we're doing here. And we got articles and stuff for you today. We got a few different topics for you that we'll get to. Trying to get ready for the holidays. Hopefully everybody's ready for their Thanksgiving. You ready for your Thanksgiving, Brett?
Yeah, I guess so. As ready as I'm going to be. But yeah, it feels weird not having any interest groups.
Well, I mean, but, we've known now. I mean, we've been doing this, 3 years or more? And, I mean, that first year, we kept the interest groups going. And, I mean, the people were just, we
didn't get a lot of participation. I get that.
There was a lot of people that, I mean, again, our volunteers were showing up and ready to do their group, and, nobody show up, and okay, you know what, this is not working, this is not good, let's let everybody have their holidays, and, and we'll just go from there, because.
No, I get it. It makes sense. I'm just saying, like, for me, yesterday, I was just like 5-6 o'clock rolled around, and I'm like, am I supposed to be doing something? Like, you just gotta get into a routine. That's all I'm saying. Like your brain is like, I'm missing something.
Right. Well, how you think I feel? But it's, but it's all good. It is. But we're gonna keep you entertained with Coffee Time, and we're gonna be moving forward with that. This coming Monday, December the 2nd. We will have the CEO of Any Day Cookware as a special guest on a Coffee Time. And she's going to be talking about her products and, her business and stuff like that. And also, she has chosen Blind United to be their choice for Giving Tuesday, which is the 3rd. So, man, I'm so grateful for that one. You don't know. So again, if anybody got any ideas about wanting to buy somebody some cookware,
it's really nice cookware. Fashandra brought hers to the last NFB meeting, and she let all of us touch it. And it's very nice. It's very, it feels very sturdy. I believe it's dishwasher safe. You can put it in the microwave. It's really, really nice. And it comes in different colors. It's great.
And you can put it on the stove, too.
Oh, yeah, that, too. It's great.
You can do it the stove. You can do it in the microwave. I mean, I put my hands on the sample they sent us, and again, all the handles, or, the lid handles and all that stuff, it's all rubber. So everything is microwavable safe, right? So you ain't got to worry about blowing up your microwave by accidentally having something in there with some metal in it or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'm just grateful again. They have chosen us for their Giving Tuesday. So come on in if you, got any ideas about buying, your mama, your sister, your daughter, whatever. some cookware, come check us out on Tuesday or Monday and listen to the lady, and then we'll make sure you get all the information where you can go to any dairy cookware and make a purchase, and then also you can be able to help contribute to Blind United through them. So yeah, we got that coming up on Tuesday. So I'm a Monday. I'm sorry, that interview.
The interviews on Monday, and then Giving Tuesday is that Tuesday, correct?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
very following day. So
yeah.
Oh,
Even
okay.
for the single man, guys, hey, that'd be a good present for the single fellas. You know, sometimes
Right.
we just
No,
throw things in
cookware
the
is good for
microwave.
anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Oh, and Monica said good morning. And George said he put a smiley face and good morning, my Blind United family. I want to say my condolences go out to George and Lulu. They lost Cujo yesterday. So,
not Cujo, the
no,
old man.
the old man.
The
Yeah,
old
George, our
man.
condolences to you, George, to you and your wife from Blind United, guys.
That's right. So yeah. Again, man, I hit George is something else. Sometimes George would be doing his interest group and he'd be having the old man in his lap because he didn't have no teeth, so he would actually have to hand feed him, and stuff like that. So I know they were very, very close to their pets, and it's like part of their family, which a lot of pets become part of your family. So, again, George, we were condolences for you guys' loss, man. Tell Miss Lula we really uh, uh, we care about her and hope she's not taking it too hard. So, but anyway, I don't know. I mean, talking about Thanksgiving again. I personally don't have any plans. My kids are not doing anything this year for Thanksgiving. They decided they wanted to get together on Christmas, so probably going to go out and have some dinner somewhere. We ain't gonna worry about cooking. So
Well, a lot of places are having like the Thanksgiving special. Some are making Thanksgiving dinner for that day. Um, for people that don't want to cook, So if you look around, you might find some deals even for family pack meals.
right, right. Well, I mean, I know a lot of places are also selling, Thanksgiving in a box. Where
Mm.
you get your turkey, you get your stuffing, you get your potatoes, you get your dinner rolls, and
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I forget who I was talking to yesterday. Somebody was telling me one of the markets has got one for like 70, $80. You get everything you need to feed a family of four or five, something like that. So that's not bad. And you ain't got a slave in the kitchen. I remember growing up, my mom, my wife, all that stuff started, Wednesday night, Wednesday afternoon, whatever, prepping, doing pies and, sliding that turkey in the oven late at night. You know what I'm saying? I remember when she bought me that smoking grill. Man, I was out there. I had to get up all night long, man. Keep going out there, making sure I got wood chips and keep my fire stoked up and smoking that turkey. The next day it was well worth it because the smoked turkey is so good. It is so juicy. So, but it's a lot of work on folks, especially
Mm-hmm.
when it's on one person. I think Thanksgiving was supposed to be like a family thing, where all the
Yeah.
folks get together and okay, I don't know how it pops in my head, the movie Soul Food, where all the women got together in the kitchen, everybody doing something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody plays a part in preparation for the meal.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
brings families together. That's something we
But
don't have a whole lot of anymore either. You know that?
yeah, but you do see those type of shows where they show you that one person gets all into it and they only want to do everything. They're like, "Get out the kitchen! This is my time," and you know what I mean. They show a lot of that. Like some people, I think they like to show out on their Thanksgiving, on their cooking, and what they prepare. But yes, I believe you're right. Well, I think there is some of that, but sometimes people like to go out. It's usually used to be stay in. When I used to be young and I'd be coming in from the cold, I'd be like, "Oh, nice and toasty in here. They're cooking." I'd be coming in from the cold, straight from the streets. Getting home.
Well, I growing up, it was always a big old family thing. We all got together with our grandparents, had all our aunts and uncles and cousins, everybody all under one roof, and you know, it was just family time. And since my grandparents passed away, I mean, that kind of stuff kind of faded away. It was kind of hit and miss after that with my family, anyway.
Hmm.
Now it's hard for me to even get my family, my immediate family together because I can't be mad because yeah, they my family, but they also have their extended family, with their partners and whatever. So I can't
Hmm.
be greedy and say, okay, well, no, Thanksgiving belongs to me. Okay, well, I let them do what they do. They didn't want to do Thanksgiving this year. They said we'll do Christmas. No problem, we'll do Christmas. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I can run down to Sundown and get me some food. Okay,
Mhm.
I ain't
And
gonna
I
worry
have me
about
a
it.
feast by myself.
Well, I mean, it'd be me and because Chanel's working, and well, Chanel and Lawrence are working over there. So I mean, not over there at the restaurant, but they working.
They're working
Uh,
that day.
yeah, right. And she's working from what this week is 2 to 10. So ain't nowhere in the world she coming home at no 10 o'clock Wednesday night and start working on no Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I'm saying? She coming home,
Mm.
she gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
So we'll just get up on a Thursday and hang out and whatever, and then Thursday evening we'll run and find some dinner somewhere.
Yeah. Let us know. Comment. Let us know your plans and what type of Thanksgiving plans you have going. We'd
So,
like to know also.
but anyway, man, let's get one of these articles out the way in the first half, and then we can flow through the rest of the hour.
All right, all right. Let me kick this one off since after Thanksgiving we have a day coming and it's called Black Friday and a little shopping tips that holiday shopping in the budget, guys. Let's go.
The holiday season is here, and today on Coffee Time, we're sharing practical tips to help you enjoy the festivities without overspending. Step-by-step budgeting tips. Assess your finances, determine your disposable income, and set a realistic spending limit. Make a detailed plan. List all holiday expenses and prioritize based on importance. Track your spending. Use a spreadsheet or budgeting app to monitor your purchases. Shopping strategies. Start early to spread out expenses and avoid last-minute price hikes. Take advantage of holiday sales like Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Stick to your list to avoid impulse buys. Creative gift ideas. DIY gifts add a personal touch without breaking the bank. Group gifting lets you collaborate on meaningful presents. By planning ahead and staying within your budget, you can enjoy a joyful holiday season without financial regrets. What budgeting strategies work best for you? Join the conversation in the comments. Now, back to the Coffee Time crew.
Well, my strategy is, you know what? I just buy everybody a gift card. Everybody get the same amount of money. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I mean, I'm not going. I mean, again, when I was sighted, it was a different thing. I didn't really. I didn't. I don't like crowds. So I mean, the shopping thing that was, ooh man, fighting people in them stores and all that old kind of stuff. It never was really my thing. But at the same time, it did feel good. Walking around and shopping. And okay, well, you know what? This might be cool for so and so. And all. I mean, that was cool. But now, I mean, that's just not. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not realistic. It's just a lot of barriers in the way to get that done, right? It's not like I can go to the store by myself. I mean, I guess I could now with my Meta Ray Bans. I could, you know, help out a little bit, be a little bit
Hey,
better once we get to
hey, hey,
interactive live video,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But Hey, you better watch those Ray-Bans. They might snatch them off your head and be like, "Oh, this is Christmas present for somebody else.
Right. This is free.
This is free."
So I mean, again, it just for me is just what, let me get a gift card, that way everybody can get what they want to get. I don't have to figure it out, they don't have to send my gift back or whatever.
Yeah. Well,
So that's my plan.
that's yeah, that's pretty good right there. Your grandchildren and your people you're giving presents to, they can buy whatever they want. Sometimes I go out. I go all out for Christmas, and I get stuff for my children and stuff like that. This Christmas I'm keeping everything in a budget. I'm looking at everything, make sure everything's good. I don't want to over budget. I don't want to go overspending, you know, and stuff like that. But
I mean, it's amazing how many people actually run up their credit cards for the holiday season,
thousands and
and then they
thousands
end
of
up
dollars.
taking them the whole rest of the whole next year to pay off their credit cards. You know, I mean, actually, I've met some people, and some of those techniques I've learned and I've never really applied, but I think it's actually smart to shop throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? As you're out and about throughout the year, you see something on sale. You know what? That'd be a great gift for so and so. Just grab it
Hmm.
and put it away in the closet. You know what I'm saying? And that way, it's not a big chunk at one time of the year. You're just little itty bitty bites. Throughout the year. I think that it has less impact on your financial status.
Yes, yes. I know some people that do that. They buy during the year and be like, "Oh man, this is a good present for." I mean, sometimes it can be up to 4 or 5 people, and they just buy it like, okay,
Right,
they don't
right,
have to
right.
worry about it when it comes to the end of the year. They already have, their stuff right there, and that's pretty smart. That's pretty smart to do. You
So,
know.
what's your plan, Britt? How you working your shopping?
I mean, me personally, I always wait till the last minute. I'm very much a procrastinator. I hate Christmas shopping. I don't like crowds. And the older I get, the more blinder I get. I really don't like crowds. And I should, I don't know. I just want to get everybody a gift card and call it a day, honestly, because I don't know what people like. I try to ask people what they want, and they don't give me straightforward answers. So I don't know. Christmas gives me a lot of anxiety. The gift giving, the man, I don't want to be in debt. I mean, it's not like Edison or gas or my credit card bills are going to be like, oh, it's Christmas. Brittany doesn't have to pay you this month. So, I mean, I still got bills and stuff. So it's just like,
Well, that
Yeah.
is absolutely true. It's
Well,
absolutely,
the thing with crowds too, it gets me with crowds too. Sometimes I be like, man, there's too many bodies in here. I gotta go outside, and plus when I notice now when you're blind, sometimes people are moving and moving and moving, and you got your cane out, and you're like, "Oh, I don't want to trip nobody." So you're trying to be careful, even though the people that are sighted need to be watching out. Some people like hopping over the cane, they're trying to move, and it gets a little daunting because everybody's moving in the same time, and you have to walk a little slower because everybody's trying to go fast and trying to do everything quick, and you know what I'm saying?
you said that, Pedro. You know what popped in my head is because I've had people jump over my cane and literally break my cane.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? But something popped in my head. We need to start maybe a cane insurance.
Hey, yeah, that's funny. But no, but it's true. Somebody jumps over your cane being careless. That's actually being careless and being selfish because if they break your cane, it's not like we have a backup one. Oh, let me take out my backup cane from my backpack. Do save my life. No, we
Well,
don't
and the
have that.
crazy part was, guess what? He was a partial.
Oh,
When I was at DPI, we went out on a mobility thing and went to this barbecue, Mongolian barbecue over there
mhm.
on Century and Crenshaw. And but anyway, so we was making our way back towards the bus, and dude just walked in front of me and basically he scissored my cane between his legs and
Wow.
snapped it. If it wasn't for the fact that I say all the time, if you like LaKenya, right? She doesn't use her cane as much, so she said, "Well, here, Ed, use my cane," because she can still see. You know,
Hmm.
okay. Well, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been able to get back to the door
Yeah, and it's
without,
true.
I mean, I could have held on to somebody's shoulder or whatever, and the decided guide thing to get back, but I mean, I didn't have good mobility skills at that time either. But
But
dude, just come
but
on, man.
think about this though, Ed. Let's say you were out in public and you're by yourself and that happened. You don't have nobody to guide you nowhere,
Right,
you know?
right.
Um and it's sometimes careless. There's other things that sighted people do, guys, and I don't want to get on sighted people's, but since we have a platform that is by uh blind people, and we do this, sometimes it's good to advocate here. We do have sighted listeners, but one thing that when I'm walking and I'm over here walking in the sidewalk, I notice some people try to get quiet, get against the wall or the gate, and thinking not to say nothing, like if I'm able to see them, and I'm not able to see them, so I'm still walking and people stay quiet and I end up bumping into them. And I
Right.
remember my son told me, no, you don't say sorry to them. They should be saying sorry to you. They saw you from a long way, but they decided to get on the wall. They see you coming, but they want to stay quiet, and like you're gonna see them, Dad. You shouldn't be sorry. He told me, don't apologize. They need to be apologizing to you.
I mean, again, communicate with us. We can't see you. If you see us coming, so if you either move out the way or at least say, "Hey, you're getting ready to bump into me."
Or say,
Yeah,
hey, I'm right here. So once I hear
yeah.
your voice, I could,
Work our way around you.
exactly, exactly. And
You know.
and it gets to me. It's like it boggles my mind that they get quiet. They're like, they know we can't see, but you're gonna get quiet when we're listening and trying to hear you. But you're gonna get quiet. It goes against me being blind, meaning they saw me. Okay, he's blind. Oh, he must use his hearing must be real well. So he could hear me. I'm gonna stay quiet. I don't know where that like connects in some people's heads. It's not
Right, right, right,
everybody.
right,
You know what
right,
I mean?
right. Well,
Sometimes I think people don't believe that you're blind, so they get quiet. So if you do move out the way, they're going to be like, "How did you see me?" Because people have done that to me, like they'll get all quiet and then I'll move around them and they're like, "Well, how did you know I was there?" Like you're faking, or like are you really
Oh,
blind? Are you sure
right.
you really can't see? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. But
yeah.
Monica had a question, not a question, but a comment. She said that every year she makes the same mistake. She buys something for one person and then ends up buying a whole bunch of things for a lot of different people and ends up having to like pay for everything that she put on her credit cards, charged up for the whole year, So yeah, no, I totally get that, Monica. I think all of us are like, I'm not gonna spend this much money, I'm not gonna do it, and then you end up doing it, and it happens to the best of us.
Right,
Yeah.
right, 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 right. So, I mean, again, and that's my thing is, doing it the way I do it. I figure out, okay, well, how much money do I have that I can spend on Christmas this year? I calculate how many folks in my family, with my kids and grandkids and stuff like that, and I break it down that way. Okay, well, I can get everybody this denomination gift card, or I can get them this denomination gift card. But generally, even when I got a little bit extra, I try not to go over $1,000 for the Christmas. That's just within my family or whatever. So other things we do, man, I love the white elephant stuff because you don't have to buy a gift for everybody in the room. You just buy one gift, and you sit there and it's a game. You play and. It's almost hopefully you get the gift you want, right? Or a gift exchange, like we got with our chapter. We got a gift exchange this year. So it's cool. At least you don't have to buy gifts for everybody in the chapter. You just buy one gift and go that way. You
I have
know.
a bone to pick with that. I'm gonna be like the Grinch that stole, I don't know, NFB Christmas parties, but I just feel like every time I try to put thought. I mean, I'm probably not going to do that this year, but I try to put like thought into what I get people, and then I feel like I always get something that is just like, what, this person did not put any thought into that. But anyway, whatever. It's not about getting; it's about giving, I guess. But sometimes I'm
Well, I
just like,
mean, and
really,
you get
guys.
sometimes you get screwed too. I mean, like we set a budget. We set a limit. Minimum. Let's just say $25, right? So now hear me. I'm playing the game by the rules. I go out and I spend minimum of $25 on a gift. And then I get there, and at the end of the exchange, I end up with a gift that was bought at the dollar store for, maybe $5. How fair is that? You know what I'm saying? That's not cool, but
No, that's
some people
happened
do that.
to me multiple years. I mean, if it was just like a one time thing, I'd be like, okay, whatever. But I
But
mean,
that
to be
same
fair,
person would.
I
The
get
same
that we're all
person
on,
will.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
I get that we're all on fixed incomes and we're all on SSI, or a lot of us are. I get it, and you
Mm-hmm.
have other people to buy things for, but sometimes I'm just like, really, guys?
Well,
Uh,
I think that's when the person giving that gift is saying, "Well, it's all about the giving spirit."
right, right. The spirit of Christmas is not the gift; it's the spirit of Christmas.
Hmm.
So I mean, again, but at the same time, you can't pass off, a $5 gift pack, right? That was put together. Just because it's got a lot of stuff in it, being a gift pack, it's still, again, that's not a $25 gift. You know,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
mean, it's just that simple. I mean, this year, I mean, again, again, I always try to stay true to what it is. So here I am. I'm gonna go out, and the person I got, I'm gonna spend $25 a minimum.
Let us know,
And
Ed. Is a secret right here. Let us know on the live.
no,
I'm
no
just
what?
messing with you. I'm just about the person you got for your Secret Santa.
And then Monica commented, she said that happened to her last year. She got a first aid kit that somebody got for free, a packet of wipes, and some gloves. That's
That is
horrible.
that is true. Monica put in so much time on her gift. It was nice, even nicely wrapped, and she got a first aid kit wrapped in foil.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. So how about that one, y'all? Put it in there in the comment. What's the shadiest Christmas gift you ever got on a gift exchange?
Hey, that's a good one. Put it in the comments, guys. We want to hear because what is the shadiest gift you have received in, well, any type of gift giving?
Right, right, right. A gift exchange, whatever. But I don't know. I mean, again, I try to stay true to the spirit. I mean, it is about the spirit of Christmas, but I mean, corporate America has commercialized Christmas, and all of that. So, we go along with that. And again, if you
They're
set a limit,
commercialized.
right? I mean, again, if you're gonna set a limit, at least spend the limit. You know what I'm saying? Well, not the limit, the base,
The
right?
minimum.
The minimum. You
Yes.
know, I mean, if you want to spend 40, $50 on a $25 gift exchange, then that's on you. But again, like I said, you can't come in there with a $5, $10 gift and pass it off as a $25 gift.
Yeah, yeah. That's just
That's
not
not cool.
being the in the giving spirit.
I mean, you're being Scroogish. You know what I'm saying? You
You're being
know,
Scrooge.
exactly. You're showing that type of a personality. Whatever. But I'd rather you keep your gift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that was shady right there about the first aid kit.
Oh
Most
yeah.
likely they got that for free, you know, and things like that. So, guys,
Uh,
put a little thought into it, put some effort into it, and if it says minimum, that means it starts at 25.
You know.
But
So, what do you guys think about regifting?
hmm, we answer that from return from the break. All right.
No problem.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United. Did you know that people in third world countries do not have access to canes? The You Can Give initiative gives canes to people all over the world who cannot get canes. The You Can Give initiative not only goes to these countries and gives people canes, but they give people canes and a digital recorder that is solar powered that has instructions on how to use the cane and instructions on how to repair the cane. The You Can Give initiative is a very worthy cause, giving canes to blind people all over the world. If you have a cane that you're no longer using, or a cane that's broken or bent, you can go to youcangive.org and get a shipping label, and you can ship your cane to Jimmy in Tennessee, and he will refurbish it and give your cane to a blind person in a third world country. That website again is youcangive.org.
As always, folks, if you can help me out with his mission, it's a great cause. That's why we promote him every day here on Blind United. So we always just try to help out people that have a really good cause. It's really a great, great cause. I mean, again, as we always say, imagine what you would do without if you didn't have your cane. So think about that, and maybe that might be somebody you might want to drop a couple dollars on, and help him out during the holidays, and make it possible for him to give out a few more canes. So back to the regifting.
So ask the question again. What we think about regifting?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Some
So
people,
you understand the concept, right?
you get a gift you don't like and you just give it out again.
Yeah, you give it to somebody else.
Well,
I have a lot of mixed feelings about the regifting. I mean, my first thought is like, okay, for me personally, I'd rather a person not get me a gift, because a lot of times I don't even, whatever you got me for my birthday or Christmas, like chances are I'm just going to put it in my house somewhere and forget about it. Or I am gonna regift it, but my thing is, if I didn't like it, chances are the person that I give it to is not gonna like it either, and I just don't really feel right about giving somebody something that I didn't even like. Chances are they're probably not even gonna like it. But and then also too, like especially with all these Secret Santa things, like it's kind of awkward because a lot of times you have to buy a gift for somebody and you don't really know them. Like the person that I'm buying a gift for this year, I don't really know that person. The person that I had to buy a gift for last year for Secret Santa, I didn't really know them. I didn't know what they liked, It's just kind of like, yeah.
And please don't give me one of them fruitcakes.
give them a
That,
cheesecake.
that is actually the number one re-gift during the holidays. How can you get a fruit? I mean, there's actually been people that get a fruit cake this year, leave it in the can wrapped up, and then give it away to somebody else next year.
Whoa.
That's grody. That is grody.
I mean, it's a little bit more feasible per se if you get one, at this Christmas event, right? Okay, I don't want no fruitcake, so I got another gift coming up in a few days. I'll just wrap it back up and give it to somebody else. At least it's still fresh. But no,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, again, if it's a boo boo gift, I'm not gonna re-gift it. If it's something that's cool, but not necessarily for me, then I might consider it. You know, so
yeah, yeah.
but
I don't know. It all depends on me. I hate to kind of regift stuff because I feel like, man, like they probably put their time into it or something like that. I know some things I might not use,
well,
but I'd be grateful with the littlest things. I've been grateful when somebody gave me a pair of gloves some Christmas ago. I was like, oh man, I needed these gloves. Even though they were like the cheap old gloves, I was like, hey, they came handy. I was still like, all right, I'll use these. You know what I mean?
not only that, let's go here. Let's say you get a gift, right?
Hmm.
And then yeah, okay, well, I don't need this, I'm gonna re-gift this, and then you hold on to it or whatever, and then you get, just say for instance, you got the gift during a holiday thing at the job, whatever, right? Then the following year you re-gift it to somebody else. Well, the person in the room says, wait a minute, didn't I give that to them last year? I mean, how embarrassing is that? You know what I'm saying?
Dang, yeah, dang.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, again, you got to be careful about what you do. Don't re-gift in the same circles. How about that? Take your if you're gonna re-gift it to somebody in a totally different circle that work. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, no. Holidays are here. Might as well get ready. We got wow, it's up on us. Black Friday is this Friday, so man, y'all have fun with it. That's all I can say. Have fun with it. So
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah. It gets stressful. That's another thing when it comes to the shopping season. Um, it does become stressful for some people and things like that. I think for a lot of people it becomes stressful. The traffic, the foot traffic in the stores.
well, let me show you how stressful it is. Holiday season is the number one time in the year for suicide.
Oh wow, wow, wow. Yeah, that
Imagine that
is.
between not being able to do, maybe something you used to be able to do for the holidays, whatever. You're stressed out because you can't do that no more, or maybe you're stressed out because your family's gone, or whatever the case may be. But it's a very bad, very very bad time of the year for a lot of folks. So, uh,
988. If that's the number to the suicide hotline. So if you need it, it's there.
right, right, right. So, anyway, what else we got in there, my brother?
We got shrinkflation, guys. I think this is a good topic to talk about shrinkflation, and I think people see that and think it's like the inflation, you know what I mean? But this is another part of that effect, I believe, that companies are doing, and we're seeing it little by little. But let's take a listen on this article. I'm pretty hyped up for this one.
Today on Coffee Time, we're shedding light on a sneaky consumer phenomenon, shrinkflation. This practice, where product sizes or quantities decrease while prices remain the same, has become increasingly prevalent. Examples of shrinkflation. Paper products. Bounty paper towels reduced their sheet count from 120 to 100 per roll. Charmin toilet paper rolls now contain fewer sheets. Snacks and beverages. Popular brands have also downsized packaging while maintaining prices. Impact on consumers. While shrinkflation has a minimal effect on overall inflation, averaging just 0.01% annually, it frustrates consumers who feel they are getting less value for their money. Advocacy groups continue to document these changes, pushing for greater transparency. Have you noticed shrinkflation in your shopping? Share your experiences with us in the comments. Now, back to the Coffee Time crew.
I mean, shrinkflation is everywhere. I mean, I just realized, when we buy sodas now, like a can of soda, it's not 12 ounce no more. It's 10 ounce. You know, again, like me, I get the burritos, the frozen burritos in the market. It used to be 12 in a pack. Then it went down to 10 in a pack. Now it's down to 8 in a pack. You know, uh, has anybody noticed how thin a Hershey's chocolate bar has gotten?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, you can almost blow it in two. You remember how you used to have to snap it to really break it into the little squares?
yeah.
Now it's so thin, man.
I
Oh
know.
my goodness, it's sad. You know, what I mean, Snickers.
It
Snickers
shrunk.
used to be full of peanuts. Now you got maybe two or three peanuts in the whole candy bar.
No, no, but that this is what I wanted to talk about because it's all across, not even just food products. I see it in clothing. I seen it in men's underwears, like in boxers and briefs and stuff. They would take out the slit for your private part to so you could stand up and pee. They some companies has taken that away to save extra. You know that?
Right.
And for me, it's like, hey, I'm noting these brands, and I'm like, you know what? I'm shifting away from these brands because it's in food, it's in clothing, it's in other things they build, other even jackets with the material they use. Sometimes they take the lining away and they just give you the bare bones of the jacket. You know what I mean?
It's like you say, it's across the board, man. Wherever they feel that they can, but again, according to the numbers, it's less than, way less than even 1% as far as what it's doing as far as the inflation is concerned. It's actually it's not helping at all. You know what I'm saying? It's not helping them balance their bottom line, what they're trying to do. They're not accomplishing that goal. The only thing they end up doing is cheating the consumer.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm saying we need to treat it that different than inflation. Is this? I feel that putting them together in the same box is doing it injustice. Meaning that shrinkflation is different than inflation. We need to separate that because inflation is because they want to line their bottom pockets. Shrinkflation is they're screwing us, the consumer, to get pennies or cents, like 10, 20 cents off of every product or every individual product that ends up building up money for them. But in the end, we're getting screwed over with less of that product and still paying the same prices. So I believe they need to be separate. I think our government needs to look at into that and say that if you're making the product smaller, taking out things, you need to shrink your prices. They need to oversee that because man, it feels like the more years pass and the more time passes, the more greedier they get.
I mean, come on. I mean, like we're talking about the paper towels. Okay, they used to give you 120 sheets. Now they give you 100. Okay, so that means every what 5 rolls, uh, they get another roll.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, come on, man. I mean, when I was doing the research, the one on the toilet paper, it was actually the same thing. They went from I forget how many, some 60, 64 sheets down to some 44 sheets. Okay, so you just cheated me out of one wipe. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. One pack.
I mean, and I say that because when I'm grabbing and I'm using my toilet paper, I might use about 20 sheets, and in a wipe. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm grabbing one sheet and wiping my butt with one sheet. You know what I'm saying? That
I,
ain't gonna work. So you get a wad of whatever, right? That's why I say you cheating me out of one wipe.
yeah, yeah, and that makes me wonder too, right? You got people making these products, and they go to the restroom too. I wonder if they grab one sheet. You know? But I'm just
Oh,
saying, yes,
oh,
it's
no. I mean, again, it's sad, you know. Well, let's go to the burritos. Okay, well, I eat two at a time, so now I get four meals instead of six meals,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm, and it's been happening across the board, especially
But
with
I'm
like
still paying the same money.
exactly,
The
exactly, and
same money. So it's crazy, folks, and it just goes to show also what lengths that corporate America will go to protect their bottom line.
yes, you're correct, and that's why we need to have government overseers. You know, we don't need to cut the protections that consumers have, like the Department of Consumers or even the Department of Labor. We can't gut uh, institutions because they're looking out for us, the worker, the consumer, and we do have these corporations that that are doing this shrinkflation, and it just makes it that we're getting less. We're spending the same money but getting less. You know.
Exactly. I mean, I mean, imagine if you went down and bought a gallon of gas where you used to get, let's say as a number, 50 miles to the gallon. Now you only get 25.
Yeah. Or imagine you're walking out the store with your toilet paper and then somebody pulls up on you. Hey, give me that roll. Boom. And they just stole from you. Exactly what they're doing. They're stealing from you.
And
In
charging
my
the same
opinion.
money and charging you the same money.
Yeah. Yeah. It's basically
So
like stealing.
it's crazy. It's crazy. So just be aware. That's what this is all about. Just trying to show folks what you know what
What's happening out there?
what's happening out there. You want to didn't why how, is my Hershey bar skinnier? Yeah, it's skinnier. Well, you used to get let's just say an ounce of chocolate. Now you get a half ounce.
Yeah. Even the Snickers used to be like around what, 80 centimeters or something like that. It has
So,
shrunken down. And then it's not just food. I'm saying it's across the board, even with the toilet treats, even with the packs of ice cream, all over the place. Just take note on what you was able to get
right.
um before, and take note how many items ain't there. We have some even in food, the household snacks that we all love. Start peeping game on those, and you will start seeing that sometimes there less two items are in there, or they're missing a certain thing for that item. Man, it's pretty soon Kool-Aid ain't gonna come with the little thing to scoop the Kool-Aid out with.
Well, what was imagine? What was I getting ready to say? I had damn. I lost a thought. My goodness, that's the bad part about live stuff streaming. I can't even think of it. Well, I mean, again, it's just you know, it's not right. It's not right, y'all. I mean, come on. It's not right. So uh, uh, just be aware. That's the main thing.
Hmm.
Be aware, and like I said, I don't know what the answer is. I mean, I want to say, put a cap on corporate America on where their profits are, whatever. They're only allowed to make X amount of percentage profit, whatever. I mean, I don't know if that's the answer or not. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, again, I don't know. But we got to do something because we're they're just taking more and more and more of our money for less and less product.
Yeah, yes, and yeah, for the like the consumer watchdogs, I believe there needs to be let's say a company is starting to take out, let's say for example, a burrito company that makes these frozen burritos. Let's say they already have established price. I know the price fluctuates sometimes, okay, but not by a lot. They should also be noting down. They should be able to be required to send in how much they had in their packets before, and if they take out, let's say, two burritos, they need to note that down because In the long end, the consumer watchdog needs to see, hold up, they want to charge the same for these four burritos, but let's make the calculation how much eight burritos will be, excuse me, eight burritos are, and how much that uptick was that they took off. You know what I mean?
Right,
So, in the long end, we're paying more for eight burritos, not 10, not 12, but now eight burritos. It used to
right,
be 12 in a pack.
right. Well, I mean, again, like you say, you're spending the same money for eight that you used to get 12. The
Yeah,
same
for
thing.
every two packs they sell, you get what? Four burritos, four burritos. Now you have a whole other pack you get to charge.
Right.
In the long end, you're making money, even if it's like, you're making here and there. But in the year end, the more people buy that product, the more money they keep getting, the more money they keep putting in their pockets, and their CEOs and their Christmas bonus, while their workers are making less. And we have the billionaire class complaining about us paying us a living wage,
Right.
and
Right.
that's not
Right.
fair. How they're complaining about paying us, even about paying us overtime and things like that, where they're sitting in their house all warm with their fireplaces and all that, and they don't want to give back to the people that got them in that position.
You're absolutely right, my brother. So let's get this last one out the way. We're in the last 10 minutes of the show. So,
Yeah. Any comments before we go, Brittany? Before we go to the next article? Excuse me.
maybe we lost her.
Maybe so. I play this article. Let's do it. I know we brought this one before, but let's talk about it.
Today on Coffee Time, we are revisiting one of the most talked about criminal cases in U.S. history, the Menendez brothers. Over 3 decades after their conviction, new developments may reshape their legal fate. Recent updates. Resentencing hearing delayed. A Los Angeles County judge has postponed the Menendez brothers' resentencing hearing to January 2025 to allow the newly elected district attorney, Nathan Hochman, to review the case thoroughly. New evidence of abuse. Letters and affidavits alleging long-term abuse have reignited discussions about the brothers' actions and their motives. Governor's clemency decision. Governor Gavin Newsom has deferred clemency decisions pending the district attorney's review, underscoring the complexity of this case. Family support and public fascination. Family members continue to advocate for the brothers' release, citing the alleged abuse they endured. Meanwhile, renewed public interest, fueled by documentaries and media coverage, makes the upcoming hearing a pivotal moment in this legal saga. What are your thoughts on the Menendez brothers case? Let us know in the comments. Now, back to the Coffee Time crew.
Well, I mean, again, as we were saying before when we did this, I mean, evidently, according to the court documents or whatever, they suppressed the evidence about the abuse and stuff back when the original trial took place 30 years ago. And that was wrong. That was totally wrong. I mean, again, do I think it was right for them to kill their parents? No, I don't. Morally, it's wrong. But again, we wasn't walking in their shoes. We don't know what was happening to them every day at home. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, I'm not going to judge them on that, but at least now this evidence is being reheard. You know what I'm saying? New evidence is coming out about, the abuse and the sexual predatory habits of the daddy,
Hmm.
not just with his kids, but evidently with this kid from that Spanish boy band, was it Menudo?
Yes.
Uh, uh, you
Menudo,
know,
yeah.
yeah, so, I mean, plus 30 years, they've been locked up 30 years, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they went in as what? I think the youngest one was, I don't even think he was in his 20s, was he?
I don't believe so. I think,
You
yeah.
know, but now here they are, 50 and better, or maybe a little less, as far as their age. I mean, I don't know. I just hope you didn't turn them into predators while they've been locked up for 30 years.
Yeah, yeah, and it's true, and it's and studies. It's been done in different studies. You could prevent from somebody going down a more darker path, putting them to the help they actually need instead of just throwing them in prison. That's a subject we should bring up later. But yes, I am against what they did. It was horrifying what they did to the parents. I can't picture ever doing that to my parent. You know what I mean? They've been there for me. They've been helping me since I was young. You know what I mean? And God bless my parents. But they need to get a fair trial.
They do, they
For the
do.
prosecution to hide evidence and not admit evidence for the court to see, and the prosecution and the defense, and for the jury. To me, that's not having a fair trial. You're hiding evidence, and who hides evidence but these dirty people, these dirty cops, these dirty uh defense, not defense lawyers, but prosecution.
Yeah,
They're in the justice system, but they want to, oh, let me hide this, let me hide that, let me hide that. That is unfair to the person they sitting in that chair that's about to get prosecuted and have something done on their life. It could have been something in the case that these two individuals murdered their two parents, right? But it could have been an individual that was their first offense, never have even done anything, and they're trying to give them life for the first defense.
right.
And that happens a lot.
And again, and not to discount the fact that it was horrific what they did to their parents, but equally, allegedly what they the parents did to them was also horrific. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, man, I'm so grateful for my parents, but I didn't have parents that did any of that, anything as such to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I'm not talking about getting my butt whooped, because to me that wasn't, it's a crime now, but when I was a child, it was standard operating procedure. You mess up, you got your butt whooped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
You know, so
Yeah.
I mean, again, they deserve a fair trial. I mean, it's criminal that the evidence has been hidden. It is hidden because they say, okay, well, if we let this out, we're not going to get a conviction. So we got to do everything we can to suppress this evidence, and so on and so forth. Because what's important to them? Their record, their conviction rate. That's what's important to them. It's important to the police because that's their arrest and conviction rate. You know what I'm saying? It all looks good on their records when they go to move into a different job, like a cop, maybe want to become an attorney and so on and so forth,
Or
or
about
even
becoming a detective.
or moving up in as a detective and all that kind of stuff, moving up within the police department, whatever, as an attorney, moving up in a firm. If you're into the just, the public service side of it, where you were an assistant DA, now you become the DA, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. So, and then from what this DA, then you go to the state attorney general,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they're just trying to pad their resume so they can move forward by taking advantage of people that that they're none the wiser, really.
That,
You
yeah,
know,
that don't know the law, and mismatching these trials, with the different evidence they might have. And it's not only the Menendez brothers. They just been put in the spotlight. I know Hollywood created this documentary that's on Netflix, called Monsters, the Menendez story. Check it out. And if you have, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this subject. Also, um, it just shines a light on them because of that figure, their status, and I think the movie that it's coming out of them and stuff like that. I think they want them to play. So, when the ball keeps rolling and you have people in those type of places, they could probably even change the perception of what the public kind of thinks about you. You know,
yeah,
but
yeah,
let's think about the people that don't have something like that for them. There is a lot of people that fall in these traps of these prosecution, Imagine the prosecution hiding evidence, but you have a public defender, and that public defender, they go eat lunch together with the DA. They go downstairs and be all cool. And I think that shouldn't. That's what you call that, a conflict of interest for that
Right,
public
right, right.
defender. That's what that should be. They shouldn't be able to go eat together and then talk about the case out of the out of the professional setting.
But again, they sit and they have their little lunch, or even if they just meet in one of the attorney rooms, around the courthouse, whatever. They sit there and they go over because they're all assigned to a specific courtroom, right? So then
Mm-hmm.
they sit there and they look at the docket for the day. It's okay. Well, I got the Menendez brothers. What you want to do with that? Okay. Well, I'm offering life. Okay. Well, if they plead guilty, what can they get? You know what I'm saying? Now we get into this bargaining deal, right?
And you're not even in the room.
And you're not even in the room. They sitting there, determining the
Your
outcome
life.
of your case before you even step in front of a judge.
Yep. 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 And it's true. We have a
You know,
lot of that in our system. It's
you
called
know.
it's called blind justice. Not to hide evidence, but you need to go in it because anybody could get prosecuted, even the people on top. But
Well, that ain't always true either. Because if you got money for attorneys, and you can
yeah,
fight a lot of this stuff. I mean, there's a lot of rich folks get away with stuff that folks in the middle class, or whatever, especially in folks living in poverty. That's who's filling up our jails. It ain't the rich folks. Trust and believe. They got money to beat all these cases. They got money to get attorney. You know, we don't have that money. We have to take that deal. You know what I'm saying? Well, just
yeah,
plead guilty, and then you'll get 6 months. But if you go fight it, you're going to get 6 years. Well, you know, again, if you fight it, they're going to give you that full 6 years. Trust and believe. If you don't have actual evidence, proof that they'll admit in the court to, on your innocence, trust and believe they're going to throw the book at you. So, on that note, just be aware. Man, I hope everybody enjoyed their tacos today on Taco Tuesday. So, we got one more show for this week, and that'll be tomorrow on Wednesday. And then we will be taking Thursday and Friday off for Thanksgiving. And then we'll be back with you again on Monday, like I said, with a guest from Any Day Cookware. They'll be with us on Monday. So I look forward to that. And I look forward to being here again with you tomorrow. So on behalf of Blind United and my brother Pedro and Brittany and everybody, we appreciate everybody. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.